Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Tigers will kick this away to get us going here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Defense is coming after him. Gets into space at the 50. Enough for the first, but still going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun running play call. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle, but first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Will he score here? Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass. It's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. Offense off to a great start. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Same tailback, another carry. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Running out of nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. You see that off this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
When this play is well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty. But so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and sometimes everything gets set and then they drop the ball.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Tigers will try to keep this drive moving. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Grab down the middle. It's man. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And the Tigers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line. But how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Solid tackle. Able to get him down.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone. But he comes up short. Now we're looking at a third and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on third and goal.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Gray. And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson. They slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and had set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the pressure gets to him again.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Took contact on the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Tigers. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Fighting Irish. Just ran away from the defense. Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. First down. They're going to throw the football. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Running back has it on the screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They make the first down. Brought down to the 31. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, what a great call here by this defense. They're playing man coverage. The free safety kind of roaming the middle of the field. Uses his eyes to be able to read the quarterback and really anticipates the throw to come up with that interception.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made at the 20 in the deep shot. Big gain. We're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Notre going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Finds room at the 30. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. 2nd down after that previous play. The back's got it on a counter. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
3rd down after that running play. They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble now. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. The 30. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. The pass rush closing in. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Ball carrier tackled there.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. He hands it off from the gun. He's found some room in the 45. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this 3rd quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that bit? They finally get to him behind the line.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT is good. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. And the Tigers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He's moving out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Tackle made after a big gain. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. This line gets set up. It's a first down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the receiver brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Trying to extend the play. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.